Found a nice little spot up at Beaver Creek for work today. It's Monday. It got really, really cold last night. And yeah, no, this is definitely the elevation where it gets cold at night. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it'll get 80s through the day here, maybe. But yeah, as long as you stay in the shade, it stays pretty cool throughout the day. But I almost got out my sleeping bag last night. If it wasn't for the fact that I could throw some socks and a sweater on and my hat, I probably would have. I just didn't want to get out of the car. I was being pretty lazy. But it wasn't that cold. Yeah, I'm making my coffee here. I'm gonna do some work. Gonna get a hike in. I feel like I need to acclimate to this elevation before I just go do a 14er. I know this all sounds like excuses for not doing that 14er, but and they are. And they really, really are excuses for not doing that. But I just want to make sure that I'm prepared and I go into it with a good set of lungs and legs and everything 100%, or at least checked, you know? So, not going to be doing that. I also realize it's still a little early in the season, and it still gets cold up there early in the day. So I've got to be like pretty ready, and I think there, ready to go. So I might make that like a next weekend thing or a week from now thing. I don't know. Let's see. So I've got these dual antennas for the 4G network, and I have run them inside the car to the wireless router right there. Let's do a speed test. And while that's booting up, let's show you how I ran the cables. So as you can see, they just barely don't touch when this back is open, and they're magnetic, so can actually move these fairly easily. And I'm kind of concerned that they might blow away in some heavier wind, but that will remain to be seen. But I'm just holding it on with flex tape. Flex tape here, flex tape here, bring both cables together, keep both cables together there, and then it's bundled up. And I'm probably going to put another piece of tape on there just to make sure it stays, but it's just, you know, like twist tied together and then taped to the top here. As you can see, there's a whole lot of cables running up through that hole now. A lot of cables. All right, gonna go for a little hike here in the later half of the afternoon. So yeah, I gotta get acclimated. Check out the sign over here. Okay, no map, it's fine. I'm just gonna walk up the trail a bit, come back. Feeling it. I shouldn't be. This was like a quarter mile. Those are some cool teepees. Alright, full admission, I have no idea where I'm going. I know where I came from. I have no idea where this trail goes. And it seems like it's going west. So I should probably... I gave myself like a hard stop at 4 o'clock. Like, you have to turn around at that point. So I might actually just turn around. It's like 3:45. So I might just like turn around here. It's a cool trail. I have no idea where it goes. I don't know how long it is. So I can't just like send it any further because I have to walk back, and I still have to find a camp for tonight too. They don't call it Beaver Creek for nothing. this might be the spot. It's got pretty decent service, like 1 to 2 bars Verizon, 2 bars looks like AT&T. Maybe I can position it better. I got like 5 bars up on a rise over there, but of course there was a guy there, so I'm just like, he had like little shady tucked away spot. It's a perfect little spot. I mean, oh my gosh, I doubt he's gonna move anytime this week. That's okay, I've got other plans anyway. But yeah, I mean, this spot doesn't really have any shade. I might walk around and see what else there is, but you know, realistically, it's pretty late. I kind of want to get into camp here. And it doesn't look like this road or service is going to get any better from here on out. Although that might have been the worst of it. That was pretty messed up, what I just did right there. So yeah, we'll see. Once again, just gotta say how great this little cooker is. I mean, oh my goodness, heating up my takeout. The cardinal sin of van life. Okay, they are gone from that spot, so I'm gonna try to get it. We'll see what ends up happening here. Hopefully somebody doesn't take it by the time I get back. Right, well, we can definitely consider this one of the sillier purchases I've ever made, but I'm going to try to set up a little Hummingbird feeder here on my car. I'm not totally sure where yet, but I think one of these bars ought to do. If I can get it open enough, yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah, it should definitely work. It's a little bit, might be a little bit hard for them to get to. You know, and I can't like open and close the door obviously, but it's only for when I'm parked, so yeah. Now, they did sell this like Hummingbird nectar concentrate at the store, but it had like sodium like it had a bunch of preservatives in it, and I used to know the names of them, but it was like potassium metabisulfite or something, or I think that's just for winemaking, or like sodium benzoate or something. And this is just pure cane sugar, right? So there's no preservatives in this. I don't want to be feeding a nearly microscopic organism preservatives, because any amount of that is probably bad for them in the scale that they are, right? Like, it's fine for us to consume it because we're so big that it doesn't really affect us, right? But something that small, it could start being more like a rat poison, and I wouldn't want to expose a hummingbird to that. So I'm going to feed them just pure sugar in boiled water. You gotta let it cool a little bit after you do this before you pour it in the plastic, but other than that, it should be good. That is what I've come up with for a hummingbird feeder. So I'll just find sticks wherever I go, and should hold. I mean, most of the sticks should. I'm only going to fill it up with like that much. And I can hear them. I can hear the hummers. I just think maybe this is the wrong side or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on the other side, see what they do. But I've still got to wait for... this to cool down, so it doesn't melt the plastic. It's pretty toasty. So, yep. At first I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. But yikes, it was that bad. All right. I believe it goes in. Just like that. Let's grommet. There you go. Autos. OTTO. Well, at least so far, I think the leak is resolved by the flex tape. And I also put some Gorilla Tape on there because it was getting a little sticky on the door. So yeah. It's not the most continuous rain to test this for sure. But yeah, it does seem, it seems dry like under the seal. Like sometimes, you know, I pull like back the seal here and check if there's water. And it feels dry, you know, like, but before if I did that, it would just be like tons of water falling out, right? So I think it's working. All right, here's what we're doing tonight. We're doing some mac and cheese with bacon. So, heck yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Stir that in. Give this a little heat up and that'll be done. I'm making more hummingbird nectar, and I hope that they visit. It'll be nice.